Oh, y'all thought it was over? Not so fast. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the mainstream media and some politicians attempting to bring back C19 into the public consciousness. Now, for quite a while, we've not heard anything about the virus, and for a very long time, it was all the rage in the USA. Everything was about mask and get vax and get the booster. They've been pretty much radio silent on television and in Washington, D.C. about this particular thing. They've been silent. I've not heard much about it. I guess because it's the summertime and a lot of these viruses are not really transmitting right now. But since we're about to get out of the summertime, we're going into the fall. We're going to have a few cold days here and there. And we're going to have the flu come back, which it always does because viruses don't go away. Since the flu's going to come back, now we got to start talking about C19 again. And there could be some efforts, according to what I've read, and that could be wrong. There could be some efforts to put you back on lockdown, to make you get more vax and mask and everything else. I've heard they might want to bring back mask mandates to airlines. Now, here's the question. Are you going to comply? Are you going to do what they say? Knowing what we know now. And before I go any further into it, let's go ahead and roll the clip. If you want to see the clip in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
COVID is making a comeback this summer, so many of us would like to leave it in the past, but cases are once again on the rise. So when will new booster shots roll out? Ann Thompson asked the CDC director.
Why do they keep calling it a booster shot? At a certain point, we know what it is. It's like the flu shot. You got to get it annually. Now, I mean, when I say y'all got to get it annually, I mean, you guys that actually go out there and get it. I've never in my adult life had a flu shot. I don't recall the last time I had any kind of vaccination. Probably when I was a little boy going to school. I'm talking about the same age as these kids right here in the video. I was that age the last time I had any kind of vaccination. But I digress. Let's get into the video.
This summer, most Americans left COVID in the past, gathering together once again mask-free. But tonight, signs of a COVID resurgence. Across the country, COVID hospitalizations jumped more than 14% in the most recent week, but far lower than pandemic levels. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Kavita Patel.
Now, here's a question. If the rise in hospitalization is up 14%, and that's lower than pandemic, and people are not wearing masks, and there are fewer of the vax going around, and we know they said that the vax does not prevent transmission. It does not prevent, all it does, they say, is prevent hospitalization, but it does not prevent transmission. So what is the cause of the lower hospitalization rate? Is it because of the vax or is it something else?
What's behind this uptick in COVID that we're seeing?
The main driver of this is a variant that's relatively newer to the scene, EG5. It's easier to give and get, so that makes it kind of easier to pass along.
It's been almost a year since the last COVID booster came out. CDC Director Dr. Mandy Cohen.
The new COVID booster is expected to be approved by the FDA, and then we will make recommendations from the CDC probably by the second or third week.
Where's Rochelle Walensky? Wasn't she CDC director? I guess she went ahead and resigned. She was the one that came out and said that the vax does not prevent transmission. Did she get fired? Did she resign? Or am I speaking about someone totally different? I don't think that I am, but I digress.
Of September.
Will it protect against this new strain?
Yes, the booster is tailored to what we are seeing circulating now.
Critics say the federal government is behind once again. People knew there was going to be a COVID resurgence. So why don't we have a booster today? Why do we have to wait until next month?
I mean, how does it even work, though? How can you even blame the government for not having a booster or a vax or something like that? These things should take a long time. Why would you just rush out there and get a particular thing that you got to put into your body that was rushed out in a very short period of time? Why would you voluntarily become a guinea pig? I don't know. Let's keep on going.
The way we go about doing just like we do with our flu shots, right? We make sure that we're looking at the ways in which the virus changed. They look at and evaluate that. The FDA is doing its work. We likely will see this as an annual COVID shot, just like the flu shot.
Just in time for fall, when we'll also face RSV.
Can you take the flu shot, the COVID booster, and the RSV vaccine all at once?
So for flu and COVID, yes. RSV, again, is only available for older adults.
So here's the question, because this is a thing that I'm thinking about. We know the flu always comes around when it gets cold. We all know that. Except for that one year where they said it took a break when the bug, when C19 was all the rage, which was ridiculous. How in the world does a virus just take a break for 1 year? Did it go on vacation? Did it go out to Italy, hanging on the islands, Greece, Santorini, in the Mediterranean? Did it just go on vacay for the summer? I don't have no idea, but I'll move on. My question is, are they trying to rebrand the flu as C19? So then when they give you the flu and C19 shot, it ain't nothing but a flu shot. So what are we really talking about here? What is the actual purpose of all this madness? Is it for control? Or is it really the C19 that's out there and they're trying to protect us? What do you think the purpose of all this is? Y'all let me know in the comments.
That's one where I'd say talk to your doctor about what's right for you.
So until the new COVID booster comes, get prepared. Stock up on at-home tests. They do cover that new strain. Keep a mask handy in case you're in a crowded place. And most of all, get your shots, COVID, flu, and RSV, all by Halloween to give yourself your best chance of staying.
How about no? How about I don't do that, lady? I'm not going to do that. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate you for the update. But no, I'm not going to do that.
Healthy.
A reminder that COVID never went away. All right. And thank you.
Okay, so that's the video right there from MS13, not MS13 DNC. It's just regular NBC right there. So yeah, they're trying to scare you again and say, hey man, you need to go out there and get the new booster. Personally, I am not gonna do it. I've never gotten the vax. If you want to do it for yourself, then go for it. Because some might try to say, oh, you're discouraging people to get vaccinated. You're spreading misinformation. Man, you do what you want to do. It's your life. But me personally, I'm not going to do it. If you want to get all the boosters in your hind parts, wherever you want to get them, then go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm not going to be the guy to stop you. But personally, I'm not going to do it, and I don't like the mandates. And I wonder, as I close, if they're going to reinstate, again, the mask mandate in certain public spaces, airplanes. Are you going to have to get the shot to travel? Because remember that you couldn't even leave and go to certain countries unless you had the shot. Are they going to try and reinstate that? If that's the case, any country that does that, I'm not going there. Any place that has that as a requirement, I'm not going. It's just not going to be. It's not going to be that way. And what Lester Holt said was right. The bug hadn't gone away. The bug's still here. Same thing as the flu and everything else that comes about every single year. But for some reason, we've not been wearing masks. We've not been doing the distancing. We've not been doing that stuff. And people are doing just fine. We're doing better now. And some are going to say that if you got the shot, you might be kind of in the worst situation because there's certain alleged side effects, myocarditis and other kind of situations. You got young 18-year-old men going to do basketball workouts, passing out, having cardiac arrest, although their father is a multimillionaire who is heavily invested into health and fitness and training and well-being. But different story, I digress. As I close for real this time, I want to say this. If you want to go out there and get that shot, then go ahead and knock yourself out. But personally, I'm not going to be able to do it. And I don't appreciate the pressure from the mainstream media and the politicals to do that to myself. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Are you going to go out there and get the brand new booster for the brand new strain of the bug to protect yourself? Whatever your thoughts are on that, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I'm cool on all this stuff. They can suggest it, recommend it. I'm cool on that. If your establishment says, hey, you got to have X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third, a mask and the shot to come in, I'll go somewhere else. It's fine. I'm just not going to go. I refuse to do it. I've not done it. I didn't participate in any of this stuff only when I absolutely had to. If I got to get on the plane to go somewhere, I have no other alternative, and I'm going to try to figure out every kind of way to finesse it. But even on a plane ride, I don't think it's really that important. If I have to go somewhere on the plane, maybe I have some kind of soft mask on, and then when I'm in the flight, I'm going to eat all the peanuts in the bag one by one individually so I can have the mask down. I'm just not really into it. I'm not into it. They've said that it doesn't really work. It's a facial decoration at best. So what's the purpose of me participating in it? I have no idea. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.